Hey all, X-Art student here. Today I'm going to create a moth glass etching. So to make my life easier, I used one of my old sketches that I did on Photoshop in the past. You can see the same moth in my 100 subscriber moth lampshade. But I thought it'd be pretty to try making some glass etchings with it, because I already put in the detail, so might as well try using it. So this is my first time using my vinyl cutter since the move, and I finally put it together. Obviously you could see my vinyl is dusty. Now it's time to actually break out the weeding tools and see if my design turned out well, and if I still have what it takes. I think I need to adjust my force and speed on my vinyl cutter because it was pretty hard to get the little line work off. I mean, in general, usually with the vinyl cutter, the tiny details are really hard to get off and put in the right spot, but I think something was off. I need to experiment a little bit more, but on the positive note, most of the details are still on this sticker. And I knew, because it's a very detailed piece, that not everything will show up, and that's okay. I just wanted to at least have the essence of a moth, so then the detail could show through with my future piece. Here I'm taking my transfer tape. I cut out a little piece around the same size, and I'm placing it carefully on top of my sticker. This is so then I get all of those tiny details onto the next surface. For Christmas, my sister-in-law bought me a bunch of these cool glass cases, frames? I don't know what to call it, but they're really cool. And I was trying to think of different ideas, maybe paintings, glass etching, and I decided, why not make a cool moth or butterfly design on one side, and then create a little surprise from the inside. So after I peel off the transfer tape and I know that my sticker's where it should be, I decide to whip out the armour etch. And obviously it's been a while, and I should have worn gloves. I like taking a big glob of armour etch. I find that the more armour etch you have on top of those open spaces, like where the glass is showing, the better the design comes out. I waited my 2 minutes. Now it's time to rinse off all of that armour etch. I patted everything dry and made sure that all of the armour etch is off. Now it's time to peel off my sticker to see if the design showed up, and it did. It shows up as this frosted glass look, and it's so exciting to keep revealing all of the details and see how the piece actually turns out by taking off all the stickers. It's such a satisfying feeling to see that the artwork is actually coming together the way you wanted. Along with the glass, I also got all of these beautiful dried pressed flowers. And here I'm using wax to map out the back of my glass to show me exactly where I'm able to put the glue stickers as well as the flowers. Instead of going back and forth with closing the front lid, I can see where my design will end up. And I used a crayon so then I could easily scratch off the wax without having any permanence on the glass, because obviously glass, you're going to see everything. Fingerprints, smudges, and all. This was my favorite part, curating exactly where each leaf and flower fit, using the colors and the shapes to try to mimic the same shapes found on the moth. And the colors just to make a design and make it more visually appealing. I actually created this for my sister's birthday, and though she's more of a purple person, I couldn't help but all of these yellows were so gorgeous. And I feel like the other flowers that I got in the kit weren't the same type of colors that my sister would be into. So I tried choosing carefully a more sunny kind of looking moth. Not that it's based on anything realistic. I think the layout is really beautiful. The daisy and these white flowers, I think, are my favorite of this piece. They just flow so nicely, and they almost give the effect like an actual butterfly or moth. This was so fun adding all of these tiny details and colors. It felt like a paint by number or a coloring book. Now that I'm finished, let's take a look at those final shots. And that's my final piece. I really loved how this turned out. I liked how you can turn the glass and see the etching, but then also see the cool flowers underneath. I loved how the flowers slightly peeked through the design that I created on the front of the glass with the etching. And it was just beautiful. It was fun. It's something different. I think I definitely want to make more of these in the future. Maybe I could put some on my Etsy. I guess let me know. And if you enjoyed yourself, check out my Instagram, TikTok, and Etsy. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you would like. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you next week. Thanks. Bye.